Guys, Jamie Cooper at jcooperfitness.com, and firstly, Happy New Year. Hopefully enjoyed the 12 days of fitness video I did prior to Christmas. Again, if you didn't see it, check it out. 12 days of ton-ups, which was a good laugh. And basically, being the new year, I want to try to do something different. I thought rather than me just doing my usual sort of standing here, doing circuit after circuit after circuit, why not try something a little different? And I thought, how about doing, the only thing I could think of was doing an actual weight management series. So this is what I'm doing now. So throughout the entire, this could be the entire year. So I'm going to try and make these videos fortnightly, this series. It'd be me, obviously give you a little sort of lesson as it were, or a lecture on something to help with weight management and losing weight, because that's the main goal throughout the year. And then at the end I will do a little circuit, but it'll be more sort of an educational thing for you to do to help you build up muscle and lose the weight and keep it off, hopefully. So with that in mind, start right now. First episode is going to be goal setting. What we find is usually when people come out of New Year, what do they always say? New Year, new me. They go to the gym for a week, they eat like rabbits for a week, you know, they're going to go up smoking and give up drinking and give up sugary things, and it goes on and on and on. It doesn't help coming out of New Year the fact that, you know, we've just had a week, 2 weeks off where we've been nothing but indulgent gluttons, and I did it, everyone did it, and again, you get home, you're jiggling a bit. It doesn't really help going into the new year, because then straight away you're like, well, I need to give up everything. The problem is that method never works, because what happens is you start doing your things of stop smoking, stop drinking, you become irritable, you get angry, and you just generally don't adhere to it. Because one of the big things about any weight or diet plan is adherence. If you can't stick with it, you're never going to complete it or do it. So it's trying to stick with it. So the first thing you need to do is set your goals. And identify what your goals are. I'm trying to get them more specific. So what are the importance of goals? Well, firstly, it gives us purpose. So if we have a goal, you know, whether it's in life or in general, then at least you have something to aim for. It gives you something that you need to go for, which is generally what we like in life. We like having purpose, we like having something to do. And, you know, if you want to do serious weight loss, or maybe not weight loss because maybe you're skinny, or maybe you don't need to lose weight, but some form of fitness goal, because again, fitness is good for us. It's good for cell development, brain development. It, you know, helps us regulate our weight, good for blood flow, heart flow. There's just so many benefits to doing exercise, building muscle. So this is why, you know, it's important that we set our goals correctly. So that's the first reason, for purpose. The second reason is it helps us keep on track. So if you do want to do something, it doesn't need to be fitness involved. So giving up smoking, giving up drinking, giving up sugary sweets, giving up fatty foods, whatever it might be. If you don't have that goal, if you don't actually have a realistic sense of where you're going to go with that goal, it doesn't really help. But not only that, you need to stay on track. How do you stay on track with it? You need to track your goals. So if you have a set goal from the start, it makes it a lot easier. Thirdly, it keeps us accountable. If we're not accountable for our goals and what we want to achieve, then we're lying to ourselves really at the end of the day. Nowadays with social media, it's quite easy. Again, you can always do that thing where you post something on social media of your starting picture if you're that confident, and then you can do your ending picture. Again, it keeps you accountable. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, social media cycles up quickly that it probably no one's really going to remember. So it's up to you to keep yourself accountable, and by keeping your goals fluent, you might have a better chance of doing that. Next thing is, firstly, I thought I'd tell you my goals. So what are my goals for the year? Because it's all well and good me preaching this all to you, but if I'm not practicing what I preach, then I'm a bit of a hypocrite. So what are my goals? Well, I've really about 3 goals this year, but mostly 2. So my first goal is I was getting into Calasetics, can't say the word, Calasetics basically a lot last year. I enjoyed practicing I did mostly body weight for the latter half of the year, and actually I really enjoyed it. I found I got good gains, I got nice and lean, and again, I really enjoyed it, but I wanted to push myself further. I managed to start doing muscle ups regularly, front lever, back lever, things like that. So actually I want to try and push forward with that. So my goal is quite simple. I want to be able to do pistol squats properly, because I can do sort of half pistol squats. I can't go all the way down. Can't go all the way down. Ring muscle ups, so I still can't do a ring muscle up. And most of all, I'd like to try and do handstand press ups. Again, I can do 1 or 2 maybe, but I can't hold it for very long. So those are my goals. So fitness wise, I now need to make sure my entire year is focused around my fitness goals of trying to get those achieved. So what I need to always ask myself now is what I'm doing, is what I'm training, or what my training schedule is that helping me achieve my handstand press ups, my pistol squats, or my ring muscle ups? If it's not, then it doesn't really work. So for me, I've goaled 10 of each, so I get on. If I do it before the end of the year, brilliant, I can then adapt the goal and move on. So we'll come on to that later though, about achieving your goals too quickly. And secondly, so when it comes to marathons, I've done 5k, 10k, half marathon, and I've done and I completed an ultra marathon last year. Again, check the video out I did on that, in the 101k. So I'm pretty proud that I've managed to do those. So now I would like to move on. I quite like cycling, and I'm poor at swimming, so I'd like to try and increase my swimming. So this year I want to compete in at least probably minimum of an Olympic triathlon. So I did the other day a sprint triathlon just in my own time, see how I got on, and I felt pretty good doing it. So I'd like to try and start with maybe a sprint triathlon at the start of the year, more advanced triathlon in the middle of the year, and by the end of the year work my way up to an Olympic triathlon. So that's my goals. My third goal, as always, is more about flexibility. I want to try and increase my flexibility, because I'm about as flexible as a tree. So what does that mean for me? Well, for me that means now I need to increase. So my main bulk of my training is going to be around my sort of calisthenics. So it's going to be a lot of strength, mobility, movement, and again, that's going to incorporate flexibility as well. But it basically means I'm going to have active rest days throughout the week, and in my active rest days I'll probably use them for mobility and flexibility, and along with sort of general CV. The triathlon stuff, again, the general CV, because again, with the triathlon it's more the endurance where it's trying to last your way. So it'll be me starting with going on long bike rides, long runs, long swims, and then combining them as I go. So run, swim, run, maybe a bike and a run, and then, or a bike and a swim, and then eventually putting all 3 together. So that's my goals. So at least now I know my goals, I know how I'm going to do them, but you can now categorize them. So how do I categorize my goals to what I want to achieve? So that brings me on to simple goals. So we can make our goals nice and simple if we want to. So we can do daily, weekly, and monthly if you want to try and do something like that. If you try and build in habits, so this is more for people who want to give up smoking, or if you want to try and add something extra into your life. So for my goals, this doesn't really make much of a sense. However, I do it with the flexibility stuff. So for me, my flexibility goal is daily, try and at least, do a bit of flexibility work. I sit watching telly at night with the wife. So again, while I'm sitting there, I can easily sit on the floor and stretch and do bits and pieces like that. It doesn't take long. Again, I can watch the telly. I don't need to, rather than just sit like a vegetable, I can actually be doing something. I can just do flexibility work there, just stretch off my legs. And again, it's nice to have a decent stretch before you go to bed, so you wake up less stiff in the morning. But for everyone else out there, a daily goal could be nice and simple. If you're going for weight loss, walk your 10,000 steps a day. If you need to eat better, try and get your 5 fruit and veg in a day. That's your daily goal. It's something simple that you can do every day. Weekly goal. So for me, my weekly goal is going to be clearly adhering to my training plan. So every week I'll try and adhere to my training plan, and of course that'll mean doing certain things each week. So practicing my handstand, practicing my pistol squat, practicing my ring muscle up, and trying to get in a CV aspect of either running, cycling, or swimming, depending on which stage I'm at. But for yourselves, again, it can be anything. If you're just starting out, why not have a weekly goal of either try and do 1 new meal a week? Again, I don't know like anyone else, but I got cookbooks for Christmas. I know people have probably got loads of when you chat to people, they've got loads of vegan cookbooks, keto cookbooks, low fat cookbooks, loads of slimming cookbooks. When you ask them, do you use them all? No, I've never touched it. Still in the wrap. So again, why not do that once a week? Just try and make a recipe, flick through it, find a decent recipe, once a week, try and do it. Simple as that. Or the other thing you do for a fitness thing, if you're a member of a gym, if you're not a member of a gym, try and find some fitness class or something like that to do once a week. It's good to get you into a social aspect, meeting new people, which is good, which is more the sort of mental aspect, which again, talk lessons down the road. Again, it gives you that wee social interaction, plus it's good for you, keep you healthy and fit. And thirdly, monthly. So monthly, these are the big ones. So for myself, it'll probably be trying to practice my sort of 1 rep max. Again, you can do the same thing if you're trying to do a specific fitness goal, like run a 5K or run a 10, whatever. You could do a park run once a month, and you can, go and see if you can smash it best you can. So if your first park run you did it in, say, I don't know, 30 minutes, try and smash it out so you can do it in 28, and every month try and progress that way. Try and again test yourself once a month. The tests are good. You don't want to test yourself too quickly. Again, we'll come on to that more when I talk about weighting and things like that later down the line. But for your goals, you don't want to just you want to test yourself once a month, not too often, because otherwise you could end up you don't really get the main benefits out of it. So again, as I say, so park run or try and do some sort of event you might have to, like a spin class, something like that requires you to push yourself, or try and do the 1.5 mile test is a sort of old army one, where you run 1.5 miles, best efforts you do. But again, once a month, try, test yourself, push yourself, and see how you go. Finally, we're talking about SMART goals. SMART goals are the way of really tracking your progress. So what are SMART goals? So SMART is basically a mnemonic which stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time. So basically, if you make a goal, it basically gives you a nice list of how you go about achieving that goal. So it's a bit more in depth rather than just saying, I'm going to do this, and give yourself a timeline. So for the example, I'll use, say, a half marathon for a SMART goal. So firstly, your goal is to run a half marathon. Is it specific? Yes, you need to run 13 miles. It's endurance, so again, depending on time, you can try and put a time in there, but if you're just looking to run 13 miles, that's fine. You just need to run 13 miles. So is it measurable? Yes. Because how do you measure your progress? Well, as I said, once a month, try add an extra mile in. So if you start at, say, 3 miles, try add it in 4, 5, 6, 7, however you want to do it. Or start with 2 miles, and again, each month build up. Is it achievable? Yes. How is it achievable? So this is where you need to then bring in your training plan. So to run a half marathon, you minimum need to go for, say, 2 sort of endurance runs a week. Because as I've always said, the thing about running marathons and stuff like that, the only way you're going to get good at it is by training for it. So you need to train for distance. So whether you walk it, run it, jog it, whatever, you need to try and get your body conditioned to that endurance length. So by doing that, I'd say train twice a week, going on distance runs. So depending where you're at in your training, try and go one of those runs. Just try and do certain runs once a week, and then once a month try and push past your goal as best you can. Next one's realistic. Is it a realistic goal? Again, yes, with the correct training, correct diet, and correct mentality, it is realistic. Again, it could be different things. A realistic approach could be, well, you're a cross-country runner when you were younger, so that means, again, you do have some of that mind-muscle connection, you do remember what it's like to run, you have some experience. If you have no experience, and that's fine, what you need to do then is just look into it, look into the realistic attempts, do some research into it, and that's where the realistic goal comes. Because if you've never run before, you've never done any marathons before, look into research of what first-time half marathon runners have said. They said they wish they did this more, they wish they'd done that more. Do a bit of research, and then it becomes more realistic. And finally, time. How long are you going to give yourself to do this? So if we say a year, that's nice and easy, because you can start running 2 miles, so that's not too hard, and then add a mile a month is a nice clear indication. Okay, if you want to do it shorter time, then again, you should have to then readapt your goals to either add more training in. Again, you have to reassess, is it more realistic? And if it is, if it isn't, then that's where you've got to make the decision. Okay guys, so that's us done and dusted. Hopefully you found that sort of helpful. Hopefully now you'll go away. What I'd tell you to do now is go away, write down your goals, write down what you want to achieve this year. If it is weight loss, if it is, and try and keep them short. Limit them to, say, 3 maybe, or I'd even say 2. But again, the main thing is prioritizing them. Make sure you know what your main priority is. If your main priority is to lose weight, then make that your priority. Don't start adding in things like smoking and drinking and going for runs every day, things like that. Again, try and keep them short and simple. And And always remember, your goal is your goal. If you start veering off from that, then you need to pull yourself back onto the track and start following that goal, because your goal at the end of the day, if your goal is to lose weight, then you don't need to really worry about, you know, all this sort of other different things out there in the fitness world that'll say, I'll do this, do that, you know, your 1 rep max, your your macros, you know, again, focus on weight loss, focus on what you need to do to achieve that weight loss, whether it's exercise, diet, whatever it might be. Just try and always remember that your goal is your central point and what you need to achieve. Cool, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'll go through a little circuit, basically, so that you can follow this out and start your exercise straight away. So because I'm doing Calasetics, as I said, is my sort of main goal, it's going to be a slight leg circuit, but stay tuned and we'll see what we can do. So for the first episode, I decided to do a little leg circuit based around sort of my goals, so I can sort of share my goals with you, and that is doing, as I say, we're going to do 3 rounds to failure, so as best effort as you can possibly do. If you only do a few reps, that's fine, move on, and then just do it for 3 rounds and see how you get on. So first thing I'm going to do is pistol squats. So I'm going to do assisted because I can't go all the way down. So when I do a pistol squat, your legs out straight, you're basically trying to squat down as far as you go. As you can see, I still can't go down very far. So this is why I'm doing assisted. So you can use anything you want, a chair or anything of that nature. Basically, you just use this to help me aid all the way down, and then I use my leg to push myself back up. I'm going to do this on both legs. So let's crack on. Next, what we're going to move on to is Sumo drop squat. So, nice wide stance. Okay, I'm going to try to squat down as deep as I can go. Again, because what I need to try and do is increase my hip flexors, because that's what I'm struggling with, is my flexibility and balance. So by doing Sumo squats, it'll help me build up the pistol squat. So let's go. Okay, so next I'm going to the curtsy squat again. It's just trying to build strength in individual legs. So the curtsy squat, what I do is move side to side, and basically think of it as a sideways lunge. I squat down, and back up, down, like so. So let's crack on. That's the curtsy squat. Next, moving on to warrior stiff leg deadlift. So this one can get a bit complicated. So essentially our arms are in the air. We're going to stand on one leg, basically with the other one, come forward like so. So our body's nice and straight. Then clenching our bum cheeks, basically pull ourselves back up and back down again. So you should feel it in your hamstring, your glutes. Pull them up, bring yourself back up. Hold time, keeping your core nice and tight. At any stage you feel wobbly, place your foot down and then back into it. Finally, we're going to finish on a bit of a hit/plyometric movement through jump lunges. So again, you think after doing all those things, basically add them together, using every muscle group we got in the leg with a nice explosive movement. So jump lunges, again, normal lunge, do that. The jump lunge, you basically jump through transitions. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm quite fond of this. And that's it. That is the entire workout. Okay, so good luck with that. 3 rounds, best effort, as much as you can do, as many as you can do in those rounds. And then once you're done and dusted, that's you. Okay guys, hopefully you found this entire video helpful. If you didn't, leave me a comment below if you like other subjects that I'm going to cover. As I say, I'm going to cover everything, weight management wise, as much as I can. And then I'll go more in depth as I go through. So these are going to be a fortnightly thing. So so if you want to keep in touch with them, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, so that way you never miss one. But until next time guys, hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully your goals come out right and hope you achieve them. But until next time guys, cheers for watching and I'll see you soon.